This is Sweta Roy, your English master teacher at Vedantu, and I hope everyone is doing amazingly well. So, today we are going to talk about a very interesting and amusing chapter, guys. Madam Rides the Bus by R.S. Krishnaswamy. So, the very title itself is very, interesting. Madam Rides the Bus. So, it's talking about a bus ride. I'm sure everyone of you have already taken a bus ride, right? At some point of your life, definitely you have taken that bus ride. So can you tell me if you can recall the very first bus ride that you had ever taken when you were a kid, maybe? If you could recall your experience, guys, do let me know in the chat what was your feeling. The very first bus ride, or it necessarily does not need to be a bus ride. It could be any kind of ride that you had taken the very first time when you were a kid. So what was your experience like? How did you feel? Okay, please let me know in the chat. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in today's session. Madam Rides the Bus. Now we need to focus on the very first word of the title, Madam. So from the title, what can you think about? Is the story going to talk about a lady because the title is Madam? So are we going to talk about a lady who is taking a bus ride? Think about it, guys. Till then, let's delve into the chapter. Okay, so this is going to be very, very interesting. So I would request you to please stay tuned throughout the story and understand the story. It's going to be very, very interesting and understand the story in depth. So in-depth analysis is what we are going to do and talk about. It has metaphorical layers also, which we need to unfold. So let's together unfold, guys, this lovely story, an amusing story, and you will also find humor. Okay, instances of humor in this particular story. You'll really enjoy listening to this story, right? Okay, so guys, those of you who do not know me, let me give you a brief introduction about myself. I am your English master teacher, Sweta Roy. Talking about my educational qualification, I have pursued my Masters in English and B.Ed. And I have more than a year of teaching experience. I have also qualified CTET and mentored more than 20,000 students, both online and offline. So guys, you all know that my motto is to unleash the power within you. So everyone should feel empowered, and put down in the chat, guys, what is your feeling? Are you feeling empowered? And also don't forget to let me know your bus journey, the very first bus ride that you had ever undertaken. Okay? Let's start, guys. Let's start with the word of the day, morass. So guys, I would definitely request everyone to please put down your word of the day in the comment section, because your vocabulary, this is an important step to enhance your vocabulary, guys. If you learn at least one word also every day, it's going to create a big difference in your vocabulary. Trust me on that. Trust me on that, and please put down your word of the day. This word has been suggested by Hari. Okay, Hari-san. So let's give it up for Hari-san. Very, very good job. It's noun, obviously, and he has also used that in a beautiful sentence. So I would request everyone to please pause for a second, go to the comment section and put down your word of the day. Also put construct a sentence with this particular word, because that's how this word is going to enter into your vocabulary. Okay, and enhancing your vocabulary is an important step. You have seen reading comprehension, everything has now become subjective. So in order to write subjective answers, it's very important that you enhance your vocabulary. Okay? Chalo, guys, we will start with the previous homework answer. Guys, first of all, you guys are not giving your homework answers at all. Very few students are attempting the homework answer. So please, guys, attempt the homework answer. That's how you're going to practice writing. The very important step that you need to take right now with your term 2 exams round the corner is practice writing answers every day. Okay? So if you at least give your homework answer in the comment section, that is also going to help you a lot. Okay, so please, please, please give your homework answers. And in case you have not been able to frame your homework answer, guys, you can take help from this particular answer that we have given for you. This is a sample answer. Of course, you can come up with a better answer, with a more constructive answer. This is just for your guidance. You can take a screenshot and you can have a look. You can frame your answers on your own, taking help from here, taking the pointers from here. Is that clear, everyone? Are we on the same page till here? Yes, give me a quick thumbs up in the chat if you have understood till now. Okay, now let's get started with a very interesting session where we are going to discuss the summary, vocabulary, subjective and value-based questions along with the mind map, and along with that, of course, we will have the homework answer. Please make sure that you attempt the homework answer at least for this session, okay? So we have an interesting riddle, guys, for all of you. I would definitely want you all to think about it. What has a bark but no bite? Very interesting and very easy. I'm sure everybody by now has been able to guess. So put down in the chat what is the answer for this riddle, and we will begin with K. Krishnaswamy. Okay, he's a famous Tamil writer, guys. Not just a writer, but also a journalist, critique, and translator. He started writing at a very, very young age, and he published 25 books. He wrote a total of 75 books in his life, okay? And he was awarded with the Sahitya Academy as well for his critical works on modern Tamil poetry. Okay, and that's how we are going to talk about, and now we are going to talk about the summary of the chapter. Now, this chapter is about an 8-year-old girl, okay, and she, the name of that girl is Wally, okay. Valyamai is the full name, and in short, she is called, her nickname, kind of nickname was Wally. Now, she was a curious girl. Obviously, 8-year-old kids have a lot of curiosity. Even you guys have a lot of questions, right? So you are definitely, kids are curious by nature. Now, the title was Madam Rides the Bus, but at the very beginning, you can see that our main character or the protagonist of our story is not a lady, but a girl of 8-year-old. So why is she called Madam then? Let's check it out, guys. The answer is very, very amusing. It's going to make you laugh. Okay. Now, her favorite pastime was always to stand by the doorway and watch the streets. Now, what did she see? Obviously, she used to live in a village, so she had nothing much to do. Okay, her favorite pastime was therefore to stand and just explore, look at the street, and she used to get a lot of new experiences by looking at the street. Okay, so every day unusual thing would happen, right? And that would fascinate her. And the best and the most fascinating for her was the bus. Okay, so there was a bus which used to commute the travelers from the village to the town, and that was very, very fascinating and enjoyable for her. That was the source of unending joy for Wally. So that's very important question. What was the source of unending joy for Wally? It was the sight of the bus. Okay, because she was fascinated and she had a desire to take a bus ride. Okay, so in order to do that, Wally started to formulate a plan. So from this till this point, what are the characteristic features that we can talk about regarding Wally? Can anyone tell me? Obviously, we can say that she was an 8-year-old girl filled with curiosity. Her favorite pastime was to stand and stare and look at whatever was happening in the streets. So she used to always stand by by her doorway, and that was her favorite pastime. She would get new experiences every day. And the most fascinating part was to take that bus ride, okay? And she was formulating a plan. So she was very, very intelligent. So intelligent, a meticulous planner. We will see how. So she used to listen to the conversations, okay? So now she wanted to take the bus ride. So that was her goal, okay? Now, in order to fulfill that goal in her life, she started to devise a plan. So listening to the conversation of the travelers would give her a lot of information about the bus ride. So accordingly, she would be making the plan and she would take her first ride. Okay. So she picked up details from the travelers who used to travel in that bus, like the bus fare, its timings. Okay. So I have already talked about Wally's characteristic feature to you. Now it's your turn to give me the answers in the chat. Everyone should give your pointers, please. I want everyone to please give your pointers in the chat. I would definitely encourage that. So please, guys, because you have, remember, you have to give your exams, subjective exams. So that's why you have to start writing, guys. Start writing. At least take part in the in the discussion, in classroom discussions. That's how you would be enriching your experience. Okay, so yes, she was curious. She was a keen observer who had strong will and determination. She wanted to take that bus ride. She was brave, bold, and self-respective. She had immense confidence and she wanted to do everything on her own. That's why she never. So, whenever you were a child, think about yourself as a child. What do you expect from a child, guys? If a child wants something, the first thing that he or she will do is go to the parents and ask for that particular thing, right? And throw tantrums if the parents refuse. But Wally was not that sort of a girl. She was very, she had self-confidence and she wanted to do everything on her own. She was very self-dependent, okay? She was innocent and very intelligent at the same time, okay? She was a very careful planner. We will see how, right? Now, what happened one fine spring day, as the bus rolled into the village, a small voice shouted for it to stop. So somebody stopped the bus. Who was that girl? It was Wally. She finally was about to take her first bus ride, and her desire to take that first bus ride came to be true. Okay. Now, where did she manage the fare for the bus? She used to have a lot of self-control. She did not, she collected money, every penny that came her way, and she even did not spend anything. She controlled her desire when she went for a village fair. Okay, so taking that ride in the merry-go-round and buying different varieties, which obviously would mesmerize a child. But she had that self-control and she did not buy anything or did not even take the merry-go-round in that village fair, because she was determined to make her plan successful, to take that very first bus ride. So she had calculated the fare, she had calculated the distance, she had calculated the timing at the same time. And here was she taking her first bus ride. Now, when she went inside the bus, the conductor was amused to see her, and therefore the conductor joked and called her madam. Okay, now obviously when she stopped the bus, the conductor wanted to help her to get inside the bus, but she refused that help, and she said that she is matured enough to do things on her own, and she got up that bus on her own without taking the help, refusing the help given by the conductor. And that's what amused the conductor, her behavior and her constantly justifying herself to be mature, and also showing the fare that she had. She said that I have my fare, I am going to pay my own fare, so I'm not a child, right? So she refused being called a child. She wanted to show her maturity. She wanted to, she wanted that everybody would be feeling that she was mature enough. And look at the bus. The bus was new, painted white with green stripes. It had gleaming silver bars and soft, luxurious seats. So everything about the bus and the journey excited Wally. She stood up, as she was short in height. Of course, she was a child, so she could not, she was, getting obstructed. Her view was getting obstructed, right? But she wanted to take a look outside and enjoy the scenic beauty outside. That's what made her excited about the bus journey, right? So she looked in the grass, palm trees, mountains, and blue sky. And just then a voice told her to sit down. Again, she was very, very angry. She saw that it was an elderly man. Of course, he was concerned about the child standing up, so she might have got hurt. So then it was she informed him that there were no children in the bus, so she did not want anybody to call her a child. She got very angry and very upset. So this is something which is really funny and at the same time amusing. Don't you feel so, guys? Now this conductor was a jolly fellow, and he agreed that no, you should not call her a child, because she is going to pay for her own bus ride and she's traveling the bus alone, all by herself, right? And finally she sat down and an elderly woman came and sat beside her. Now this elderly woman was very repulsive for Wally. Why? Because she did not like the earrings that she had been wearing, and her earlobes, big earlobes. Moreover, her breath smelled of beetle juice, and beetle juice was spilling all over her face, right? Her mouth was filled with the juice of beetle. Obviously, if somebody like this comes and sits in front beside you, what would be your feeling, guys? Do let me know in the chat. So this is again an instance of humor, guys. This elderly lady, the appearance of the elderly lady with beetle juice in her mouth, that's obviously very, very repulsive. I'm sure everybody could visualize that feeling, Hannah, and you would also have felt the same as Wally did. So then the woman also started instructing her that it wasn't proper for a child to travel alone. And then Wally replied firmly that she is going to take care of herself. So what do you think about the woman's comment here that it wasn't proper for a child to travel alone? Do you think that Wally's travel was full of danger? Should she be not traveling alone as she is doing here? What is your opinion? Please do let me know in the chat. This can come as your value-based question as well. Okay? So please prepare this question and do let me know if possible in the comment section. Okay? Alright, so how did Wally plan for her first journey? This is an important question. It can come as a short question for 2 marks. So what will you write, guys? Wally made careful and painstaking plans for the first journey. So in every answer that you write, always begin with an introductory line, especially for the 4-mark questions. Okay? She saved every penny, cut down on her expenses, resisted her temptation to save 60 paise for the fare, as I told you already. She also gathered information from the passengers and neighbors. She calculated the time and chose afternoon. Why? Because her mother would be taking a nap during that time. So all these shows that she was a meticulous planner. Okay? Careful planner. So please prepare this answer well, because there's a high chance that this could come as your 2-mark question. This is an important question. Okay? Now, suddenly, when she was on a journey enjoying the scenic beauty, suddenly a cow rushed onto the path. And the honk of the driver terrified the cow even more. I'm sure you must also have witnessed a similar incident in your day-to-day life. This might have happened with you when you are on a drive. You might have encountered a cow or any other animal right in front of your car, and you had to, the driver has to honk constantly, right? I'm sure everyone has witnessed this incident. Yes or no, guys? Yes? Yes, everyone? Please let me know in the chat. Okay. So Wally was amused because she was for the first time experiencing this kind of incident. She had never gone out of the threshold of her village. For the very first time, she was stepping out on a journey to the town, stepping out of her village. So that is, her exploring the unknown. So this is metaphorically taken as her exploration of the unknown. And we will see when we move out, when we set out of our journey in our life. So this journey, this travel could be taken metaphorically as the journey of our lives too. So when we talk about our life's journey, we would definitely have a lot of experiences. So now we are talking about all the happy experiences of Wally. Obviously, excluding the woman, right? Excluding the woman who was not at all attractive, who was rather repulsive. But apart from that, the scenic beauty that she was enjoying, the cow running just in front of her bus, everything was so very amusing for her, so very entertaining for her, right? And she laughed so hard that she had tears in her eyes. She burst out laughing, and finally the cow went off. So tell me, guys, what did Valli see on her way that made her laugh? Very, very important question. This can also come in your paper. So, guys, obviously, you would be talking about the cow right in front of her, and and then the entire incident, the cow was frightened, etc., etc. This made Valli laugh. So, you could also talk about the fact that this could metaphorically represent the enjoyable experiences or the happy moments of our life, of our journey of our life, right? So enjoyable and happy experiences in the journey of our life, right? All the experiences which were amusing. So all the amusing experiences, amusing and entertaining, and fascinating experiences of Valli. Okay, that or could serve as a metaphor of the enjoyable, the happy moments whenever we set to explore something new. Okay, so we will definitely have happy moments, right? So now the bus reached the town and Valli watched the busy shopping street in amusement. So this is again something which she is exploring. So her exploration of the new. So she is gathering what? New experiences. That is very, very important. Right? Okay, so before we move ahead, guys, let me inform you that we have something very interesting for all of you, and that is Vedantu's Got Talent, which is an opportunity for all of you to showcase your talent. You can see, guys, these are the entries, okay? Here is the Google form where you can send us your entries, and guys, these are the categories for you. This is going to be these are going to be the list of categories: singing, dancing, musical instrument, arts, crafts, open mic, innovation and ideas. So whatever you feel like, whatever interests you, please go ahead and send your entries, showcase your talent. This is a golden opportunity. You also have some exciting prizes, guys. Look at the first, second, third and fourth prize. This is going to be really, really exciting. So I would definitely encourage and motivate you to please go ahead and participate, because this is really exciting. Okay, so Vedantu's Got Talent Season 2 is live, and you can now submit your entries for all of these categories and win exciting prizes. This is open for all the students, guys, from grade pre-KG, K to 12, K-12. Okay, so exciting category, exciting prizes in each category. Please submit your entries. Okay, chalo. Now, coming back to the session, then what happened after that was she turned to the conductor and asked her to take her back. So she planned to travel back in the same bus. She never planned to get down from the bus. So she was taking care of all the safety measures that she had. And then the conductor was surprised that Valli did not want to explore, go out and explore and look at the sights, and she wanted to return back. He also offered her to buy a cold drink, but she was very proud. She knew that she did not have money for the cold drink. That's why she refused the cold drink. Okay, she did not want any help from anyone. So that talks about her her self-dependent nature. She was not at all wanting to take any kind of help from anybody. Okay, and then she waited until it was the time to begin the journey. Now, this is talking about her return journey. So, very important is the contrast that we have, contrast between the onward journey and return journey. Very, very important. So, she started with the same excitement when she was returning. Same excitement she had. But when they moved ahead, unfortunately, she saw a very horrific sight. You remember that cow which amused Valli? She bursted out laughing. She had even tears, laughing so hard. But that very cow, she found that the cow is now dead. It is lifeless. It is not moving. This sight created a very deep impact in Valli. I am sure all of you have sometimes, at some point of life, while you have taken a ride or a drive to somewhere, you have also encountered and witnessed a similar sight, right? So Valli started feeling sad and she now turned her face away from the window. So when we also encounter such a sight, till some point of time, this sight remains ingrained and imprinted in our mind. Don't you think so, guys? So from here, you can also say that Valli was quite sensitive, right? Finally, when the bus stopped, she got down and went straight to her house and found her mother and aunt busy talking. And then Valli was told off by her mother when she tried to join the conversation. So now when she had explored the city, she thinks that she is now mature enough, intelligent enough to intrude and intervene in their conversation, to basically add on to their conversation, right? So Valli is now smiling when the mother said that you don't talk in between, you are just a child. She's now smiling. Why? Because she's thinking about that bus ride. So the dead cow and whatever happened with that cow and the experience that she had in her return journey says that all our experiences are not going to be fruitful and enjoyable. We would definitely have difficulties, we would have bad experiences in our life, but that does not make the entire journey of our life ugly, right? The entire journey is going to be enriching. It's going to be filled with experiences, both positive as well as negative. So Valli also understood, she very closely saw death, right? So she had got very deep insights and she is now enriched with a lot of experiences. Don't you think so, guys? So that was a fulfilling journey for Valli. So vocabulary for all of you guys. And then we will start with the value-based questions, which is very important for all of you. But please take care of this vocabulary part. Take a screenshot, okay? And before we move ahead with the question answers, guys, I want everyone to please participate there. Before we move ahead, let's take a short break. And before I go ahead, I would definitely make a very important announcement for all of you guys. Term 2 is around the corner. This time you're going to have full subjective paper. You have to be very serious. You do not have much time. You have to start right from day one. If you have a lot of doubts, if you are facing a lot of struggle in attempting your answers, if you're not able to construct and create your own answer, we are there to help you out in all possible way. There's a very simple step that you need to do. There's a link which is given right there in the description box and pinned comment. You just need to visit the link. I'll quickly show you how. So let's say this session is pending. Okay, anyways, guys, I'm showing you this session, right? So you will see CBSE Term 2 full course. You go to your session, you'll see this link, CBSE Term 2 full course. You just need to click on this link, guys. So the moment you click on this link, you will see two types of plans, light and classic. Okay, light plan is for 5,400 after application of the coupon code SWRE Pro, and classic plan is for 7,200 after application of the coupon code SWRE Pro. Okay, you can also take a free trial of 15 days. It's just at 1,530 for the classic and 1,170 for the light. and all your problems, all your queries are going to be resolved then and there in the class. You would be having access to live interactive online classes. Plus, you will have a lot of test series, questions according to the latest pattern, assignments and notes, doubt solving during the class, doubt solving on mobile app. You will get assignments at the end of each session solving, which will help you understand how far you have been able to grasp the content. Okay, so I'll quickly take you to one of our sessions so that you have the knowledge of how our session looks like. So let's say I play the replay of this particular session. You can see in every session we have live quiz where the students can participate, and you can look at the doubt statistics, guys. All the doubts are solved then and there in the class, so you're not going to go home without your doubts getting solved. And if you look at our live interactive class, I'll just replay the replay, guys. So these are the quiz questions. This is how the session goes on. We can also have videos. We can also have, you can interact with the master teacher directly, right? That is again, okay, so this is how the quiz questions take place, live quiz, guys. So this is going to be really enriching for all of you, and I would definitely suggest that you go ahead and get yourselves enrolled by clicking on the link. And it's also very, very cost effective, and all the notes are available. You do not have to worry about the notes as well. They are available right there. You just need to click on get notes and everything is available. Look at it, guys. Everything is available. You can see here all the notes, even the teacher's handwritten notes, everything is available. So no need to worry even about the notes. So I'm definitely sure, guys, trust me on this. This is going to be very, very helpful for all of you, right? So go ahead and get yourselves enrolled. By the time, let me go through the mind map so that you get a complete idea of the entire chapter. Take 2 minutes to read the character sketch of Wally. We have already discussed all the pointers here. Okay, the last point is very important. She understands the meaning of life and death, and this would relate to the theme of the chapter, right? Life and death are integral part of each other. That is one of the themes, and there are other themes as well. You know, seeing the world from a child's perspective. That is very, very important, guys. You are seeing the world from a child's perspective here. Okay, so how she is so very keen and curious to take her very first bus ride, right? And the message is transience of life and inevitability of death. This is very important. Transience is temporary. Life is very temporary in nature. As you could see, that very cow who was running with full vigor, full energy, that very cow, just after a few moments, it was lying lifeless. So that talks about a deeper theme in this chapter, which is about the transience of life and inevitability of death. Okay, and you can see the character sketch of Wally, of the conductor as well. Okay, obviously he is unnamed, but he's very cheerful and jovial in nature. He also calls Wally as Madam, and from there we get the title of the story, Madam Rides the Bus. And he's truly impressed by his self-confidence, his her assertive nature, right? And he's also very helpful in nature, tries to help Wally in every possible way. Okay, and takes good care of her. So that's about the character sketch of the conductor. These are very, very important topics. So please take a look. And guys, if you have any doubts, if you are facing any problems, lagging behind in your syllabus and looking for a proper systematic approach in your revision plan, we are there to help you out with our live online quiz questions. We will cover your entire syllabus. I have shown you already how can you get your notes, your doubts instantly solved, and topic-wise assignments. That is going to be helpful for all of you. And now we will be checking out on the riddle. So what is the answer for the riddle? What do you think? Okay, so the answer is a tree. Very, very simple. I'm sure everyone has got it correct because this was very, very easy. And this is your homework question. The people and the surroundings are a great book to learn. This is a value-based question, guys. We will be discussing the answer in the next session. Okay? This is an important question. Wally in the lesson, Madam rides the bus, learns a lot from others. Mention the traits of a character which would help her to learn from her surroundings. Important question. Please attempt this question in the comment section. Okay? We will be taking your answers for the next session. Till then, guys, take care. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video amongst your friends, subscribe to the channel in case you haven't. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.